Hey, it's Abby from Just a Girl and Her blog, and today I want to talk about making labels. Now, usually when I talk about making labels, I'm making them in Microsoft Word. That's always how I've done it. I actually have a couple tutorials on it from a couple years ago, but I have found what I think is actually maybe even an easier way to make labels, and it's in a free program called Canva, Canva.com. So today I just wanted to do a quick tutorial on how to make labels in Canva because I love to use labels anytime I organize my house, and I thought they might be helpful for you as well. So just pop over to canva.com, Canva.com. They do make you sign up, which is actually a good thing because then you can see here, you can save your old projects and come back to them later, which is nice. So you'll sign up and create an account, and they'll probably ask you if you want to upgrade. You can if you want to get some extra features. I just use the free version. So today we're just going to create a design, and you can use custom dimensions. You can pick one of these type of dimensions that they have up here. I am going to choose more, and I'm going to scroll down to the one that says US letter because this will give me a document that is standard letter size. So if I'm going to print on a normal piece of printer paper, it will be this size. So I am going to go into elements first, and I'm going to start with shapes here. We're just going to make a really simple label. Let's pretend that we want to make labels for our pantry, some of the containers we might have in our pantry. So I'll just choose this double circle here. It's really cute, and I can change the color of it by clicking here, and I can pick one of their default colors, or I can go to the color wheel and choose really any color that I want. So this is really black. I'll lighten it up. We can choose this dark purple, and we'll be good to go. So then, of course, I want to make it a smaller size because right now this is the size of like my whole piece of paper. So I'll drag it up to this corner and just put my arrow over the corner and resize it like you would in, a normal document. One drawback here is that we don't have, exact inch sizes. So they give you pixels. You can see when you drag it. But if you want it to be, a certain size, you might have to print out a copy and just see how it lines up with your container or whatever you're putting it on to make sure it's the right size. So once we do that, we have our background of our label. We'll just want to put some text on it, and we click over here on the text button, and you can really click any of these. I'll just push add a heading, and I can type what I want it to say. We'll make it say flower since we're labeling our pantry. I'm going to drag it up here, and you can see it gives you marks. So it shows you like when you're in the center of your shape, which is really nice. Now you can hardly see that because it's black. So I'm going to go up here and I'm going to change the font to white, the font color to white. You can see how that happened. And then let's say I don't really love this font and I want to make it something else. You can go to this drop down and pick any one you want. There's lots of pretty ones. Let's pick this one called Brusher. I think that's cute. Now let's make our font size a little bigger. Let's try 64. That looks good to me, but now I'm not centered anymore. So I will just take my thing and drag it back to the center where it lines up. And that's my label essentially. So let's say I want to make a matching one to go with it. The easiest way I think to do that is to drag your cursor over both layers that you just created. And then up here, you'll have the opportunity to group it. So I grouped it. And then I want to copy it, can move it over and then ungroup, and then I can change what this says here. So I want to change it. I can make it sugar, and then I have the exact same label, just it says something different. So that's a super easy trick. If you're making more than one, you can fill your whole page with labels by just copying it and dragging them around, and then you can make as many matching ones as you want. So it's super easy. All right, so let's try a different type of design. Let's just say I just had a baby niece and I want to make a label to go on her hair bows because she's adorable and she needs something like that. So there's a whole bunch of shapes to choose from. As you can see, I am going to pick, let's see, maybe this one. I just really like these circles. that are kind of, they have the dots. And again, here I can pick my color. So it gives me actually two choices. I can pick the choice of the background and the color of the dots. So let's say for the background, I'll give her this pretty pink, and I want the dots, we'll go with like a white for the dots. That looks good to me. And again, I'm gonna make it smaller because she doesn't need a hair bow thing that's that big. So let's say I want to layer another shape on this one to make it extra cute for her. So let's go find one up here. What do I want to do? I think a heart would be perfect because I love her. So let's just we'll make the heart white because it's going to go over this pink, and we'll click to resize it like we did before. And we'll move it so it's in the center top. And then again, we need to add our text to it. I want to say hair bow. So we'll move this over, put it where I think it looks good. That's good there. And I'll type hair bows. And let's choose a different font for this one. What's something really cute for a baby girl? This clicker script is cute. So there, and again, it's a little small, so we can make it bigger. And we can change the color. You can really, again, change the color to anything you want by pushing this plus sign button here. So if I want to make it, I don't know, a little bit purple, I'll make it purple. We'll make it a little darker. That it would probably look good for her. And then I can center this again using those guides that pop out for me. So again, that's really easy, and you can, I always like to group mine to make sure they stay together, but you don't have to. It's up to you. So there's that one. I want to show you how to make one other type of label, give you a couple extra tricks. So let's, for the third one, pretend that we're organizing my kids' toy bins. I have two boys, and this little shield looks kind of cute and masculine, so we use that for them. We'll resize it to make it a little smaller so it will fit in here. And let's make it a different color. We'll pick, I don't know, they like blue. Blue is good for them. So we have our little shield. And let's say this is for the car bin. So I really want a picture of a car for it, but I don't want to have to scroll through a million shapes, and I can go under illustrations or icons, but I don't have to scroll through a lot. I can just search for a car. Now you can see they'll come up. Some of them say free. Some of them say they cost $1. So that's up to you if you want to use the free ones or pay. I usually try to stick to the free ones. So I'm going to pick this car right here, and we'll make it smaller and put it on here. Maybe I just really like, let's see, change the color. We'll make it maybe red, blue and red for my boys. Okay, and so then we can put some text on it again. We'll write cars, and we'll make that white and get a really boyish font. Let's see, what would they like if they were picking? There's so many cute ones to pick from. This one looks cute. That one says cars. Can scoot it up, and then I can print this out and stick it on their toy bin. And again, if I have more than one toy bin and I want them all to have matching labels, I can group, and actually I won't grab the car because the car, there's going to be another type of toy on the bin. So I'll just group those two together, and I will go under more and pick copy, and then I can drag this one down and design another one. I wouldn't print it out on top of the hair bows one, obviously. But so super easy to make labels with Canva. You can go to town, get as creative or as simple as you want. But this gives you lots of options. No matter what you're labeling or organizing, you can make your very own label in whatever color you want and whatever font you want, and decorate it the way you like it. And it's all free. That's what I love about it. So usually when I'm done, and I'm going to delete this guy here because I don't need him. when I am finished with all the labels on my page, you can save it. You're going to go to the download button. You can save it as a PDF and download that. And again, if you want to change it, Canva saves it in your account for you, so you can come back and make changes later. It will save my design to my computer, and then I just open it up on my computer and I print it out, usually on white cardstock. Sometimes if, like my toy bins, if the label is going to be in a really high traffic area, I'll use my laminator to laminate it, and I will link to the one I have in the post. And then I just cut it out and I put a piece of tape, or for the toy bins, I could use those Velcro dots on the back, and I stick it on there and it works for me. So pretty simple to do, and pretty fun to be as creative as you want with labels. So thanks for sticking with me, and happy labeling.